Hi Sagittarius, welcome to December. This is Teresa from tarotbyt.com, and I'm getting ready to do your December forecast, your December reading. And before I do that, I want to call in some good energy for this reading. And I want to say thank you for liking and subscribing to my channel. Thank you also for commenting. And for those of you who have ordered readings, thank you. I appreciate your business and I love working with you guys. So let's see what's happening for Sag. We have a full moon in Gemini on December 3rd, and that's going to be falling in your 7th house. So relationships are going to be the focus in December. And then you have a new moon in your sign in December 18th. So that rules a new you in the way you present yourself to the world, a new way of you might be having like a chance to do a makeover. How do you want to be seen, you know, in the world? The world will see you in a different way. There could be a new beginning in the way you express yourself. So we'll see. I'll get into the astrology as we get into the reading, but let's see what's happening, what the cards say. What does Sag need to know about love and relationships for the month of December? What does Sagittarius need to know about love and relationships for the month of December? What does Sag need to know about relationships for the month of December? What does Sag need to know about relationships? Love and relationships. The Four of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, the Eight of Cups, the Chariot, the Justice card, the Five of Cups, the Six of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the Moon, the Five of Swords. Okay, so this is kind of interesting because you have the Four of Wands here and the Eight of Pentacles. The Four of Wands is a victory card. It's a celebration card. In a relationship reading, it could even mean marriage or commitment, that you feel that you want to make a commitment to someone, or you're feeling very secure in a current situation. This is a card of victory. That could be business success that you're celebrating. And you have the Eight of Pentacles here crossing the Four of Wands. The Eight of Pentacles is, it's kind of like you might be taking a different direction in your career, or where you're just at the beginning stages of learning new skills, or you're taking a different path and you're working on a project. So you may have recently just started something that has potential. It has the potential to be very successful, but you're at the beginning stages, so you'll have to wait and see where it all goes. The Eight of Cups in your past, this is a card of feeling dissatisfaction with something that was once very fulfilling. So you may have been in a relationship that worked really well at one time, and now it's not fulfilling you for some reason. It could be a relationship or a career situation. And now you're thinking about moving on. You're thinking about leaving things behind and moving on to greener pastures, or moving away to some area that you feel could be better for you. Because this is a card of like walking away from something. It could be a relationship that you just know your feelings have changed. Or it could be a career situation or a life situation that's just not working anymore, and you're wanting to move to another area. You're wanting to do something more fulfilling. In the past, in the recent past, you had the Chariot. So you might have been really busy lately with a lot of different projects. And you've got your fingers in every pot. You've got a lot of irons in the fire. The Chariot is about victory through discipline and focus. So you have to figure out where you really want to go and call in your scattered energy and focus in one direction. You can't do it all. A lot of times Sagittarians, they have very optimistic, you know, they have Jupiter as their ruling planet. And you feel like you want to take on the world. You want to take it. You don't know how to say no. You don't want to say no. Everything that's an opportunity, it's like, oh, I want to do that. And yeah, I want to do that too. And I want to do this. And I want to do that. And then all of a sudden you find yourself overwhelmed because you can't do it all. And you have to be more selective. You have to learn how to say no to certain things. Even though they're very tempting, even though they could be exciting, you have to be realistic. What can I really take on? What can I handle? So with this card, you may have to be a little bit more disciplined in the types of projects you get involved in. And just focus on the ones that are really important to you. The ones that are going to move you forward. And anything that's a distraction from your main goal, you need to just kind of back off on, or let fall by the wayside, or don't get involved. Just focus. You have to have focus. So you may have been too scattered in the past. Coming up in the future is the Justice card. Now the Justice card usually comes up when we're waiting for an outcome. We're waiting for a decision to be made. So it could be that you've applied for a job and you're waiting to hear back, or you have some kind of legal issue in the works and you're waiting to hear how the outcome is going to be. And the Justice card can mean a fair outcome, that you can expect a fair outcome, or a favorable decision. So it could mean that you will get a job offer, or whatever. The situation will be resolved and it will be fair to both parties. The other way the Justice could play out is karma. If you've been putting a lot of positive energy into something, the Justice card can say that now it's time for some karmic reward. You've paid your dues, you've done all the work, now it's time to get the recognition you need, or get the rewards that you've, you know, the results of good work, or the results of your efforts. So whatever it is, it's a fair response to what you've put out there. So karma is not necessarily a punishment. It's more, it's just the answer to your energy. I mean, you put energy out there and that causes a chain reaction, and you get it back. It's not so much like the universe is saying, you did this bad thing and now I'm going to punish you. No. It's just that every action we take has consequences. And Justice comes up to show you that you are going to be experiencing the consequences or the results of your action. For good, for better or for worse, for good or for bad. So if you've done all the right things, you can expect to get that back. If you've done things in a shoddy way or a dishonest way, then you might get that back. So it really is up to you. The Five of Cups in the near future, this is a card of, it could bring someone from the past back. It could be that you're involved with someone and either you or they are having some regrets about a relationship that kind of fell by the wayside, because this is a person who's focused on their losses, crying over spilt milk, wishing they had done something else instead of what they had chosen. So it could be a relationship, you know, maybe there's someone that was once in your life and now is feeling a sense of regret about the way things played out, and they want to come back and want to try again. So you're going to have to decide, do I want to take this person back or not? When the Five of Cups comes up, if there is someone that's coming back, there is potential to save the relationship. It's not totally done. Like when you see the Ten of Swords, then I would say, don't go there, you know. But with the Five of Cups, you still have two cups. You still have things that you can build on. But you have to focus on the positive and not on the negative. So if you're focusing on everything that was wrong with the person or everything that was wrong with the relationship, then you're not going to be able to solve anything. But if you can focus on what you can salvage, you know, well, this person did have some good qualities. We did have fun together, and this is worth saving, and maybe we can work something out. I think you can work things out. This is just saying that, you know, you might be going through because fives represent instability. So things might be a little bit unstable in a romantic relationship, but that doesn't mean that it has to end. It just means that you need to bring fairness and bring impartiality into the equation. So you have to like look at things from both sides, try to make concessions, try to meet each other halfway, make some type of compromises, and maybe get things a little bit more balanced. If things have gotten out of balance, maybe you need to work together to bring them back into harmony. So you could be connecting with someone that you've had a falling out with, or a past relationship, or past partner may want to come back. The Six of Swords here is in your negative thinking or your psychological aspects. This is a card of moving away from difficulty, navigating through a difficult situation. So you may feel like you're dealing with a difficult situation right now, and you're not sure how to handle it. And a part of you is doubting that you can resolve the situation. A part of you is maybe not sure of a person in your life, if you can trust them. You may be having arguments where you feel that the other person's being hostile. You may feel like you're being victimized by someone in some way because of the Five of Swords here. You have these two fives, and that's possible instability, or possible like you're going to have to deal with a difficult situation. But with the Six of Swords here, you can find a way out. This can sometimes mean, moving away from difficulty and sorrow, moving toward greater harmony, but it's going to have to be through communication. You're going to have that conversation. You could be dealing with someone, here's this Queen of Swords in your environment, who could be an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. And this person could seem, you may feel that this person has no compassion, that this person's being very harsh and judging. Very judgmental, very critical. So you feel like whatever you're doing, this person's always putting you down. And so you're starting to think, well, maybe I need to move on. Maybe I need to move into some other area. But I think really you can just have a conversation. If you just have a conversation with the person, I think you could resolve things. There's also you have the Moon card here in your wish fulfillment. So with the Moon card here, you could be dealing with someone who may have some emotional problems or mental issues. Something is not quite right with them. Where either you or the person you're dealing with is not thinking clearly, or confused about what they want, or confused about not seeing a situation clearly. You might be wondering if you could trust the person. If you're in a relationship, is my partner cheating on me? Can I trust that person? That could be coming up. Or am I seeing this person realistically? And it could also be that your imagination is running away with you, that you're making things worse than what they really are. That's why you need to have that conversation. And with the Five of Swords, the Five of Swords is a card of feeling victimized, feeling like that you're bearing the brunt of someone's hostility. So it's possible that whatever you're dealing with, you have to accept the person for who they are. If you've been trying to change someone, so sometimes we get into relationships with people and we go, well, if I could only change this quality about this person, everything would be great. Well, the problem is you can't change people. People are who they are. So the only person you can change is you. Everything else is out of your jurisdiction. So if you're dealing with someone who's really difficult, or you feel like they have flaws that you'd like to change, forget, you're wasting your energy. You have to say, can I love this person for who they are? Because there are things about them, there are good things about this relationship, but there are also things that I find difficult. Can I live with the things that are difficult? If you say, yes, I can, then you can just be in the relationship knowing it has limitations. But you can't, this is a card of, you can't change the situation. You either have to accept it or walk away. So, and it's possible too that this person is going through some kind of crisis. And they just need support, or they need someone that understands them. I think that you can salvage the relationship, but you won't be able to change the basic nature of the person. So you're going to be deciding in December whether to stay or whether to go. That may come up. And let me look at the astrology. The first and seventh house is going to be activated. And the fourth house is, Neptune's in the fourth house, so there could be, it could be that your fourth house, you're working to make it your sanctuary. That you're wanting to spend more time at home. Because it's like your escape from the world. Now the new moon comes in the first house with Uranus in the fifth house. So there could be some unexpected developments that happen in either a creative project or with children or even a romance. So there could be some new romance coming up at the end of December. You have the potential for a new start. And with Saturn there in the first house with the moon and the sun, it could also, whatever you start can last for a long time. So if you're ready to make a commitment, the commitment will be in place for a long time. Saturn can also bring responsibility. You're willing to take that responsibility. It could bring a relationship with someone where there's an age difference. Or someone that you could be coming across as more serious. You could be taken more seriously with Saturn in your first house. You're just seen as someone who's in charge, like an authority figure. So there's an opportunity to create stability in your life with the new moon. But you may have to go through some relationship hurdles at the beginning of the month. And during the Mercury retrograde, there might be miscommunication or misunderstandings in relationships. So you have to make sure that you're communicating properly, that people are understanding you, that you're getting your point across, and that you're not overly reacting or overly imagining. Don't let your imagination run away with you, where you see problems where they don't exist, or where you blow things out of proportion. Don't exaggerate in December. But you do, with conversation and with work, you can overcome some of the problems, because I think you have a basic stability, but at some point, if you can't resolve the problems, if you find that you can't live with the status quo, if you can't live with the flaws of a situation, you may choose to walk away from it. You may choose to do something else. Either for some of you, starting a new relationship. For others, it could be a new career move, or even moving away and starting over somewhere else. So the other thing is, with this Queen of Swords, this is how you're being seen. You may have been so focused on work that you've kind of pushed people away from you, and so that's making you feel isolated. Maybe you need to lighten up a little bit and have some fun, because the new moon will activate your fifth house. So maybe it's time to take a break from work at the end of the month, around the holidays, and do something fun, do something creative. That will help re-energize you, so that you'll be able to you can't have all work and no play. It'll recharge you so that you'll be able to tackle projects in the new year. So that's my forecast for December, Sag. I hope everything works out for you. I wish you luck and love and happy decisions, and happy holidays, and also happy birthday for those of you born in December, in the early part of December. And I hope this reading was a help to you, and I will talk to you again next month. Okay, bye now.